To the people who follow me that tag me in videos they think I might find interesting, thank you. Sarai, shout out to you. Sarai tagged me in a video of a mom crashing out because her son's going no contact. The mom has since deleted her account. I looked at the son's account and I want to kind of compare and contrast between the two. I'll tag the son. He's got 3 videos talking about going no contact. So I'll start with the negatives of his. The negatives are, he talks about forgiving and being a Christian and then proceeds to curse and swear and stuff. And I'm just not here for that. The second thing is he's mad because he has stuff and his mom doesn't want to keep his stuff in her roomy house. And he's just thinking, hey, she should keep it there because she's got room. No, if the mom doesn't want your stuff in her house, she doesn't have to keep it there. Now, how she got rid of it is not a great way because she just dumped it off in a parking lot, which I think shows her emotional maturity. But a parent doesn't have to keep your stuff in the house if they don't want to keep your stuff in their house. The thing to pay attention to in his videos, he's talked very specifically about being raised in a home where, yes, his mother provided for him, which he says is the bare minimum, which I tend to agree with overall. Parents should provide for their kids, it's the bare minimum. But he then goes on to talk about how the mother had men in and out of the home, how he had to hear things and it just wasn't pleasant, and how he had to see his mom get apparently physically abused by these men or a man who she prioritized over him. And when you're a kid and you're experiencing that at 13, what agency do you have to do anything about what you're experiencing? You have zero. You can maybe go to a family member's home, but if you don't have that option, then you're stuck. Your parent won't listen to you because you're just a kid, so then you're stuck. So it makes complete sense to me. While once you're able to be out of that environment, you're going to start having thoughts of like, that was unfair. I didn't like that. I'm going to tell people that I didn't like that. And then you have TikTok and you have social media where people tell these stories. So you have the son's perspective, which is very much, there's emotional hurt here. And let's talk about the mom's perspective. And I'm going to just preface it by saying the mom's perspective is very transactional. She has emotional hurt, but she's couching it in terms of transactions, things that she's done for this kid.
I find it really disheartening that I have to come to social media to make a rebuttal for my son's video where he basically bashes me.
Now remember, she didn't have to come to social media. She could have let her son do whatever he did and say whatever he said, and she didn't have to make a rebuttal video. No one knows who she is until now she makes this video.
And it's kind of amusing. He makes me sound like a friggin' drug addict that abandoned him and neglected him and that he didn't have the upbringing that he had.
In my opinion, this is untrue. I watched all the videos. I had no kind of thought that the mom was a drug addict from watching his videos.
So first of all, I would like to say that I don't care if he's got 1.7 million followers, and I don't care what anybody thinks of me.
Again, in my opinion, I think this is untrue because if it were true, her account would still be up. And she would be loudly proclaiming and sharing this video to the world still.
Obviously, you didn't need the medicine. So you're clearly not having panic attacks.
I've shortened parts of this, but the logic isn't logicking. There's lots of people that have mental health issues that don't get a prescription filled because they're too busy, they don't think it'll work. There's a variety of reasons. So just the logic of, well, you didn't get the medicine filled, therefore you don't have panic attacks is not logicking.
Honestly, as far as the door handle goes, I was more hurt that he did not give a crap about whether or not I was safe.
This is very, very telling about the type of relationship that they have. She's hurt that he wasn't worried about her safety. Now, it made me immediately think, was she worried about his safety when he was 13 and there was an abusive man living in the home with them? And then secondly, this is a grown woman. You can YouTube how to install a door handle. You don't need your son to come over and do it for you.
I said, Tristan, my house isn't safe. It would have been literally an hour of his time to change 2 door handles.
This is the first hint of transaction and guilt. All you had to do was come over and do this. It wouldn't have taken that much time. And then you can hear in the background, because of all the things that I've done for you.
Gave you guys everything that a 2-parent family would have. Yes, I didn't do just the bare minimum, Tristan. So that's a really shitty comment for you, first of all.
So you can see by her hand, she goes off to list all of the things. And I think she's come to the realization that all of these transactions that she made with her kids are not paying off, and now she's mad about it. Cautionary tale to you that are raising kids: make your kids earn things because they will appreciate them more and they won't feel like there's strings attached to stuff, generally speaking, obviously. Because when you do transactions, this is what transpires. And I'll leave you with this last clip and just ask yourself the question, perhaps, how easy is it to talk to someone like this? How emotionally mature is someone that does this?
I sleep like a baby. I never show up late for work. I don't